California was introduced to the public a full decade ago, which seems hard to believe now. When it was introduced to the public, the motoring journalists weren't so keen. They said it was too slow, too big, too much of a slouch, not GT enough and not sports car enough. Oh, and too ugly. But the public disagreed. The Ferrari California accounted for a third of all Ferrari sales. Moreover, 70% of those who bought a California were new to Ferrari. They were conquest sales, as we call them. Ferrari California owners use their Ferraris nearly every day, and 30% of them even use the back seats on a regular basis. But still, Ferrari listened to the criticism, and so this is the replacement, the gorgeous Portofino. Is it Ferrari enough? Will it please the purists? Who knows? On the other hand, Ferrari are about to bring out an SUV, so what is a Ferrari anymore? Let's see how many boxes this car ticks. Under the bonnet of this car, there's a V8 bi-turbo punting out 560 pound-foot of torque and about 600 horsepower. Actually, it's the torque that just makes this power delivery so creamy, and yet somehow Ferrari's engineers have combined that with a lyrical engine note and revs that are very perky, very happy to rise and fall in line with that blip on the throttle. It's just an absolutely on song, on fire, on point engine. It's like a little puppy, permanently raring and revving to go, but so controllable, so responsive. I've got it in sport, and if I blip down the throttle a bit, come to a halt, you might be able to hopefully feel this a little bit. Oh, that acceleration, it's just magnificent. It feels like far more than 600 horsepower, far more than 560 pound-foot of torque. It's just wonderful. It's operatic. I remember speaking to the CEO of Pininfarina at one point and saying, why did the Italians produce such magnificent supercars? How do they know how to design such sexy beasts? And he said, look at Italy. We've got opera, we've got pasta, we've got love, we've got romance, we've got architecture, we've got the sun, we've got great wine. I mean, it's just, all that is bottled in a Ferrari, and all that comes out through the revs of that engine. I know I'm starting to sound like a complete moron, but it's just what driving a Ferrari does to you. I just love it. I love this car. It's just wonderful. I even love that the indicator switches, like on a motorbike, are on the steering wheel. What's not to love about that? A normal Portofino, if there were such a thing, will cost you around about £166,000. This one has got about £80,000 worth of extras on it. Inside, of course, we've got the fantastic Ferrari steering wheel with the Manettino switch to switch between comfort and sport, the engine stop-start button, the damper setting, the indicators that are like off a motorbike, they're set on here so you don't have any nasty stalks here, massive great big flappy paddles that are carbon fibre. But this car has got so many things on it worth so much extra money that I'm just going to bring out my little list here of options. Apple CarPlay. You'd think that would be standard. Nope, it's a £2,400 extra. Coming in also at £2,400 are the carbon fibre rear air inducts. £4,320, the carbon fibre driver zone, as they call it, with steering wheel with LEDs. But the biggest thing on the options list for our car, coming in at £9,997, it's those 20-inch forged matte two-tone diamond finished wheels. The Ferrari Portofino, like its predecessor, the California, has been labelled in slightly derogatory terms as a girly Ferrari. I'm not too sure what that means. If it means that it's the entry-level Ferrari, that it's convertible, that it's got 4 seats and you can travel in greater comfort over greater distances, as well as manoeuvring and parking it around town more easily, then yes, it's a girly Ferrari, and you can count me in because I love this car.